Hey everybody, welcome back to Starfyre Gaming. I am Sir Joseph and this is Wartales. We are in the process of working on some of our quests. If we pull up our map, we can see our quests here. We've got to free this tower and we need to talk to some amateur hunters who are unaware of the dangers that they face. So that's kind of where we're at. We are working on this one, as you can tell, and then we've got to go all the way back across the map to get this one. We'll probably come down this way, clear out some of the map, and then there's like a point of interest here, because all of that stuff slowly gets the knowledge up, which gives us more cool things that we can unlock, like camp stuff and things like that. So with all that, let's keep going. I think this is who we're trying to talk to here.
We came to hunt for food for our families, but the animals here, their calls are enough to make your hair stand on end.
And this guy looks a little on the scared side.
Beginning to wonder if we did the right thing coming here. But now that we're here, we can't go back empty-handed.
Alright, so we can give them our 5 venison and get 2 pitons. We can use up 20 of our influence, and we'll get 3 rope. Rope is cool. Like I said, rope lets you capture animals or people. I'm going to use this because I want to keep the venison. So we're going to use this here to persuade them to leave.
Thank you for warning us. We were venturing into unknown territory. Thanks to you, we'll get back to our families, safe and sound.
Alright. So we got a shiny up here. So we're going to go ahead and... Oh, we got a shiny. I got some wood right here. Let's grab this wood. And then we're going to come up here and get this shiny. There's some bandits and some boars over there in the woods. I don't know if we're ready for boars. Boars are tough. Oh, there's a shiny over here. So the good thing about boars is when you beat boars, man, there's shinies everywhere up here. When you beat boars, you get food out of them, which is always good. So you're not spending your money on food, but boars can be pretty brutal in combat. This is saying the next time we rest, we're going to have to actually pay our dudes. And right now, our dudes are going to cost us 70 bucks on the rest. This is your rest meter. When it goes down, that's when you know you've got to rest. We're going to come grab this shiny. There's another shiny way deep in the woods here, but we know there's those bandits and boars. There's some wood over there, but that's just kind of getting us off track here. So we're going to grab these, and we're going to head towards our next assigned mission. So there's the lake. Maybe that's this farm guy. You know, they're one of the friends above the lake. We don't see it on the map here, but we do see the lake there. So maybe that's what they're above. So we're going to head south from here. There's the thing we can inspect. Some money. So this is... So we got a fishery there. So this mine must be the point of interest. We're gonna grab this there. Symbol here says it's just got people in it, so we're going to not worry about that right now. Maybe if we level up. Let's go to this sheepfold here because it's right there. Got some hemp. And that would be stealing from them. This type of trunk, usually given as a dowry for a wedding. This one looks fairly old. And this has got stuff in it that would be stealing. So we're not going to steal. Because I guess we're nicer pirates than most people. So let's talk to these folks.
When Lord Lahart burned down my stables, my whole livelihood went up in flames. Danae found us this place. A true blessing from the eye.
My daughter is very proud to have secured this sheepfold, but we lack the necessary materials to rebuild it. Would you be willing to trade some for a little food and a very useful recipe?
So recipes are always good because they cost money. So mutton stew she's wanting to give us for 10 wood. We've been finding pretty much quite a bit of wood, so let's go ahead and give her that.
You are ever so generous. Oh, I haven't been this happy since the beginning of the war.
So we have to be an apprentice cook. We're not apprentice cook yet. We're still a novice cook, so we can't use that yet.
My parents were sheep farmers back in Edelin. When I brought them to this abandoned sheep farm, their tired faces lit up, and I saw hope in their eyes for the first time since we left. Unfortunately, we've just learned that this building belongs to a man called Wilbert. I would like to meet him and convince him to let us stay here. But I would feel safer if mercenaries such as you could escort me. The good people of Titran do not look kindly upon us refugees. I fear this Wilbert person might become violent or refuse to even listen to me. I am willing to give you all I have for my parents' safety.
Alright, and this is one of the quests, area quests. We get a medallion, some stuff. Alright, so let's go ahead and accept it.
Thank you. I will meet you there.
It's really close right there. It's got a little shield above it, which probably means it's defended. It's right there. Our other quest is way over here. We can afford a pony now, probably. We got 473 bucks. We've got 200 waiting. Let's go to this quest here. We're going to be dropping some money. We're starting to get built up on stuff. Our weight is at 81 of 108, so we're getting close there. This we wanted to save up. We got the requisitions, which is good. Maybe save up for this or the bounties. Saddlebags. We might want to learn saddlebags. Especially when we get another donkey. We're saving. We've got stuff to buy. A tent. We can upgrade our cooking pot, or we can buy some stuff for our cook. Some more, like we've got. You know, if we get mutton, we might want to have medium rare mutton, or we've got venison. We get skewers, because right now venison is worth 4 food. Venison skewers is worth 6 food. Now we're doing is dropping a little bit of salt on it. So yes, we don't need to spend that yet, so we're going to hold off. And then we get another one of these path points or PPs. So whenever you discover stuff, that's going to go up. So that's at 3 of 5, so we're close to unlocking some knowledge on that. But with that said, let's go ahead and exit. Oh, we got some goodies to pick up on the side of the road here. grab these guys, and we're going to head off to our other mission. We might make it to this wood over here before we have to rest. Alright, now we got the thing popping up, so we're going to need to rest. So we have a monolith where we're at. It needs a scholar. We don't have anybody that's a scholar. We could become a scholar. We've got a tinkerer, we've got a cook, and a miner. I know we're going to need a woodcutter, so we're going to hold off on doing anything scholarly just yet. But if we come here, and we're going to use our tinkerer, we can break down some stuff. It requires an upgraded workshop to dismantle stuff. So we're not going to do anything there. I don't think we can build a hitching post. But I think that's requirements that we don't really want to do. So let's go to our cook. We can make more bread because we've got the wheat, but we're going to do some braised chicken. Let's do 3 braised chicken. See if that was enough. 1, 2, 3. So that's a little more than we needed. So we'll pop one back. And a bread will do it. We have to pay our people. So right now everybody's unhappy. We got enough food. So if we didn't have enough food, you see our happiness would drop by 9 because we didn't have enough food. We got a happiness of 11, so we could get away with it. And then minus 6 because we don't pay them. If we pay them, then of course our happiness is going to go up by 3 and give us some XP because we've paid them. So let's go ahead and rest. So we got our 2 things from resting. Oh, and there's that little question mark. So Engri wants to chat. So we are going to talk. I'm finally starting to get the hang of being a tinkerer. If I ever leave this group, I know how to make a living. So we can rejoice. He'll get 16 tinkerer XP, which is his profession. Celebrate. If we celebrate, he gets a +1 relationship with a close companion. You can gain relationships with the companions, and if you have good relationships, things are better when you're around them. So I give us that and 3 happiness. We can show off, which would get us 30 of our influence, but we would lose 10% fatigue, or plus 10% fatigue, which means we wouldn't be able to go as far before we needed to rest this time. Rejoice or celebrate? I'm going to go ahead and rejoice. Get that XP. Like pause in here. So there is our... Now this was a cliff edge, so we need to find a way to get up here. Let's go south because we've got more of this explored and see if we can figure it out that way. That was the farm. We already talked to the farm lady. So this is one of those things, like if we come up here, you have to have a huntsman in order to do something, and we don't have a huntsman. We got a tinker, a thief, a cook, and a miner. And we just got attacked by bandits. There's 3 of them, and they're level 2. So we got them outnumbered a bit. Alright, so we are spread out a little. Poacher, hoodlum. The hoodlums are the ones that bleed us. Let's go ahead and bring our guys over here. So we're all on one side. And then we're going to start off by attacking this hoodlum with Engri. Now you see we've got 7 of these Valor points, which is really nice. Should have used this earlier to get some defense up. We're going to go ahead and taunt this guy, so he does less damage. So he did 1 point of damage, but he did the poison. That is the more brutal one. So you can see your passives are right down here. This one, if he ends his turn next to an enemy who's not engaged, then you gain a temporary Valor point. And then there's that bear trap right there. But their archer's going to go next, so we're going to go with Bethany. And she's going to run up here and punch this guy in the face. If we were worried about him doing damage to us, we would put him in defense. We'd go in defensive stance, but we're not, because he's just going to punch us. So this guy, we'll go ahead and get that temporary Valor point and stab this dude in the side/back. He did good damage. Now he's poisoned. Next turn, now we're not engaged with him, but we're going to stay not engaged with him. We are going to move down here just a hair. Take the poison off of Angry. And then there we got our temporary Valor point. The temporary Valor points you can see because they're in yellow instead of in orange. And they will go away at the end of the turn, where the other ones will stay. Alright, so now it's the rest of us before this hoodlum goes. So let's go ahead and go with Rakar. So we can shoot at this guy. We got a 23% chance of hitting our own guy. We can shoot at this guy, but we got huge chances of hitting our own guy. So we're just going to go ahead and shoot this dude. And as much as we don't want to have Hackert be an engaging person, we also don't want this guy to be able to backstab somebody. So we're going to run up here and go ahead and stab that guy and get some poison on him. Or we don't have poison with this guy. We've got the ambush for the extra damage from the attacking from the back. Alright, so their guy that's going to go next is this hoodlum. Which would put extra bleed. We could try to shoot him. He can't get there, so let's go ahead and see if we can shoot this guy to death. So this is like, if we're close enough to this flower, we can actually use it to heal some. But we don't need to with our archer. So if we get a crit, we might kill this guy, but probably not. Yep, not enough to kill him. So Hackard is really beat up. So we don't want to use Hackard yet. He could kill this guy, but since he's poisoned, he's going to lose 3 damage, and he'll go down low, pretty low in battle. This guy's going to go next. We got 2 of us going. So we're going to try to hit him with Angry. Won't be enough to kill him. But then we can use Renard. Which will finish him off. That gives us our galvanization, which is nice. And we do have just enough movement now to heal the poison off of Hackard. And it did heal him up 3, because it heals you up some as well. But more importantly, it got the 2 levels of poison off of Hackard. Now it's just us before the archer goes, so we can go in any order we want. And there's that, animation there. Now this one we get an extra bonus if we get next to an enemy not engaged. So we can do that, not that it will matter because we don't have anything else to do. And this guy should be killed by Hackard, which shouldn't use up anything, but just kind of to show you that's how you want to run your guys. And then we'll just go ahead and stab this guy to finish the job. All right. So we need 3 of these to repair everything we've got. And we found some cards, some flowers, a dagger, and some money. We, of course, aren't going to use the corpses. All right, so we want to check out these daggers. And so, Pugilist, Sentinel, Ranger. So, Renard. So right now he's got +4 dex poisoning. This is +2 dex stab, +5 dex poisoning. So this is a better dagger than the dagger he has. And you see up there on top of it where it says damage dagger has to be level 2 to use it. So we are going to go ahead and equip that dagger. And so now we've got that dagger. And then Hackert is our other ranger. And he's got a dex +2 stab. And then again, this is that dex +5 poisoning. So we got 2 of these daggers off of them. So we're going to give them both those daggers. So now we've got weaker daggers. But we can sell this stuff in town to get money. Or if we upgrade our Tinkerer table to a workshop, we can break some of these down for raw materials and stuff. But this needed a hunter. We don't want to use a hunter. So we see there's sheer cliffs up here again. We've never been here. There's some ore, so we're going to go grab this ore. So it looks like there's a path up over here. We got another shiny over here, so we're going to grab this. And then there's another shiny over here. There's some people in the woods over there. There's another shiny over here. There's a camp up there. But this is our goal, is over here into this tower. All right. So there's 3 bad guys here. And so a gang of lawless thieves are holed up here. That is our quest. We're going to go ahead and fight them. So we're surrounding this tower again. Let's see. We got Hackard up here. And again, they're down 2. And then Hoodlum, Poacher. Hoodlum, kind of the same setup they had last time. Let's go ahead and kind of do what we did last time. We're going to bring Engri here. Bethany here. We'll bring Hackert down here. Renard down here, and we'll leave Ricard there. Alright, so that hoodlum is going to go first. If we click on that hoodlum, we can see where he can go. He can't reach any of us, so we are fine as far as ignoring him for a turn. That poacher is going to go second, so we want to engage that poacher, and we're going to use Bethany for that. So, got some beating up done there. So again, there's that trap, but we already know we're going to use him to tie up this hoodlum. And we'll go ahead and taunt. Now these will replenish at when you rest at camp. Alright, so Hacker. There's poisonous oil, so we can go on that and then use it to put poisonous oil for the duration of this fight on somebody. But we've already got poison on these, so we're just going to go ahead and run over here. But it doesn't, unlike last time when there was a bear trap there, the bear trap would have caused us to take damage. So again, we're going to just run down this way, kind of keeping away from this guy for a bit, so we can wear him down with volleys of arrows so we're not getting poisoned as much. Now this guy looks like he runs faster than our archer, which he does, so we'll need to make sure Ricard goes before that guy does. Next turn. So we're not poisoned, so we got to deal with that poison, of course. So a new round is starting. This guy's not going first. It's this dude. So let's go ahead and whack him a little bit. So we'll go ahead and go with Hackert. And his deal is he's next to an ally. We get the bonus. So we're going to run up here. Stab this guy. And we're going to run over here. Because we don't need to stay engaged with him, we need to be next to Angry to get that bonus. And you see the bonus pops up. And then we're going to go ahead and go with Renard. Who Renard's is adjacent to an enemy and not engaged. So we're just going to run up here. And we're going to stab this guy. And we got the critical hit, which killed him, which is awesome. Now, he's our medicine guy, so we're going to step right here. Use the temporary we just got to remove the poison off of Engri. And he can't make it to that guy, so we're going to kind of step over here to just kind of be out of the way and be prepared, because when we're going to go after this guy here real soon. So he's next. We definitely need to go with Ricard. Now, he's just out of range, but we don't want to step forward, so we're going to use one of our points to get double his range. And the galvanization just laid into that guy. So we're not going to have to worry about, we're going to take him out with Ricard easy. Alright, and then it's just the rest of us going, so we'll just run up here. Chop him. That galvanization is just amazing. And then this will be the finishing touch. And we'll move down here. Now again, it's not enough to make this guy run, but we wouldn't have done that anyways, because we can kill this guy without risking us at all. Because, I mean, like, if all of us are going to go before that guy, so we're just going to go and let the archer finish the job. Alright, so we got some armor, some money, and a lockpick. That's all good. Nobody's leveled up, but we need to use 2 of our raw materials to heal up. I just completed the mission. Alright, so now things, where we go. There's a strong box up here. We got some hemp. Locked box. So, like that one you can barely see lit up. We've got 12 lockpicks, so we're going to go ahead and, that's not thieving because these guys were thieves. Okay, getting better at that. So we've got a military port, adds +1 knowledge. That's good. Mustard toxic, or tonic. Mustard tonic skill. So this is a belt accessory. Every time this unit takes damage in close combat, they return damage equal to 5% of their maximum armor. That's awesome. We want to give that to our tanky guy. And then we got some padded armor as well. Okay. Now we got one more thing up here to lockpick, so we're going to go ahead and lockpick that with our novice rogue or thief. Ah, lucky guess. So we got some booze, some cheese, and some shellfish. So, you know, if we eat it all by ourselves, that would make us shellfish. Ah, okay. Bad jokes, but, you know, I love bad jokes. Alrighty, so now we are looking at some of this stuff. We've got 2 pieces of armor to check out, and this military report, we're going to go ahead and just read that. Boom. I'm not sure who it gives it to, but that's fine. I mean, it's knowledge, so it's one of these. Alright, so this is that mustard tonic. We want Angry, I believe. Yep, Angry is our sentinel. So we're going to inspect, and this is your stuff. So this is a belt item. This is your belt spot. So he goes right there, and this is the other random item. I forget exactly what that's called. So this will give him every time he's hit in close combat, 10% of his maximum armor, or 5% of his maximum armor, which is 10, which is a half a point. Might not do anything for him, but it might. Now, armor. So we've got light armor and light armor. Now, this light armor requires level 3 to use. It's level 4 armor, but you need to be level 3 to use it. So we're not going to do anything with that just yet because nobody's level 3. And he gives +2 your movement, precision +7, which I believe is for archers, and then armor 13, which is nice. This gives movement +2 and armor 10. So he's got angler rags, which is armor 8. So we're going to go ahead and equip that. Gives him just a little bit extra armor because his shield gives him armor 2. But now we've got an armor 8, and we will give that to Bethany, who is our other kind of close combat person. So we'll inspect Bethany, and Bethany right now has just farmer rags. So we'll go ahead and equip that. But it's light armor, and Bethany cannot use light armor, so Bethany can't have that. So we will go with one of our rangers. Let's go with Renert. He's been with us longer. He's got farmer rags. That's also light armor. So Renert can't use light armor yet either. I'm going to guess Rachar probably can't use it. No. And can Hackert use it yet? Nope. So nobody can use light armor yet. Other than probably Angry, which is... But we're going to use this, so we're just going to hang on to this until somebody can use light armor. So that's where we're at. Still can't use that with the cook. And we have done everything here, and now it's time to head back to town and drop off our rewards. Or drop off our quest to get our rewards, I should say. There's some merchants down there. Let's go over here real quick. The Haven. See what this is.
We won't let you have the only refuge we have. Turn back, mercenaries.
Alright, well there's a bunch of these guys. Yep. Alright. We don't want no trouble with you. You guys outnumber us evidently by a ton, so we're going to keep on heading on out. Getting close to having to camp again. And camp time. Again, we can make a scholar here, but we need a woodcutter, so we're holding out for a woodcutter. Tinker, Oh, we're going to stop by the donkey place and buy a donkey. I forgot about that. So feat maker, maximum valor points increased by 1. We have maximum valor points of 7, so that would get us 8 maximum valors. That's nice. Smooth talking, it's not bad because we're going to eventually get some more folks. This will make it cheaper. Career plans, we can spend our influence. We don't have a lot of influence, and you do need influence to level up. We'll get more later, so we'll hold off on this. Increased number of missions you can accept on a list. That's not a bad thing either. That will use up both of our knowledge points. Let's go ahead and do that. We're going to use that. And then we need a little bit of food. So we're going to go ahead and make one braised chicken because we had one spared over. So we're going to throw in both of our braised chickens and a bread and rest. And there's no danger where we're at. There's a danger thing where, like I said, there's a percentage chance of getting taken care of. Our happiness went up to 14. And now Ricard wants to talk, so let's see what Ricard has to say. Sometimes I wish we could stop somewhere and settle down. We could become local mercenaries, build homes, relationships. I'm tired of traveling. So we talk to others about our fears. We'll get a -1 relationship, but +2 happiness. We can endure, which gives us -3 happiness and -1 on our valor points. We can grumble, which gets us -2 on our friendship, and we get sulky. After arrest, the valor points earned by the troops are reduced by 2. We definitely don't want sulky. Because he gets it. It's not like until next rest he gets it. And that would always happen. That would stink badly. So talk is really talk. It's -1 relationship. Let's just endure it. Because I don't want the negative relationship stuff. So we're a little less. Our team's a little less happy because of his grumbling, and we get 1 less valor point to go with. Yep, that's where we want to go. Now, some of the stuff, when you see things, shinies on the side of the road, like this shiny has replenished. Sometimes, eventually, this mine will replenish, where we can go in and we can mine iron ore again. We've got 21 iron ore. Probably don't need to mine any more iron ore. My goodness, I can talk some days. Just evidently not today. It's like these two have replenished. But we're doing okay on iron ore. We don't really need to grab some. And that slows us down. Or it weighs stuff. Iron ore weighs 0.5 pound per chunk of iron ore. But we're going to go here. And we're going to pay the $180 to get a donkey. Now we have 2 ponies.
Please accept these horseshoes. But for the eye's sake, use them on your new steed.
So it gave us a... So we could put... That won't go there, but we could put it probably here maybe. No. So that guy's got saddlebags. So this donkey's almost leveled up. So there's no place to put the horseshoe, so we're going to hang on to it for right now. Now that we did all this, I remember we wanted to save one of these. So, oh, no, he can make it, right? We have that already. Tinker. No, so our next one will be to buy saddlebags to put into, because it increases our carrying capacity by 10. But you see our carrying capacity went up for the new donkey. Our new pony has a carrying capacity of 59 pounds. And so it'd go up to 69 with saddlebags. So we're eventually going to want some saddlebags. But we can go ahead and exit this guy because we did what we're looking to do. So anytime our stuff gets really bad, we can go over and we can grab another donkey. Our stuff gets bad. That's great. Great stuff there. Our carrying capacity gets close to our limit. We can buy another donkey. Or pony, not donkey. Alright, so we want to go into here. Talk to this guy.
You can use my anvil. I can also repair your armor. Oh, and I'm looking to hire a skilled blacksmith.
We have 38.
No one.
I'm going to go ahead and buy all these up again because that's just... That is such an important thing to have. Then we go to here. Turn in our quests.
Our role as emissaries is to ensure that all service requests are fulfilled. Here is your reward.
So we get our 395. We got money, 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 money. Now we're going to review. We got average, average, hard. One easy one. Help desperate refugees. We're going to go ahead and accept that. Bandit's Lair. That's a hard one. Kind of hesitant to take these average ones. Let's take a look at who is around here to hire. So we got another archer. We don't really need another archer. Another axe person. This guy's got a great axe, so he's like more damage dealer than tank. Another ranger. We don't need another ranger. Wouldn't mind another damage dealer, but another axe person. Kind of wanting a little variety because we've got like clubs and stuff. All right, let's go here. We're going to sell some of our stuff.
Feel free to come back often. There's always folk looking for work around here, especially since all the fighting started across the border.
All right, so we're going to sell these knives. And these, the angler rags we need to hang on to because we got guys with just regular rags. So we learn how to get a brewing vat for $100. Eventually we'll get somebody who's an alcoholic and we have to have alcohol every time. Why does it say cook required is red? Is red. We've got a cook. So this requires an experienced cook, an apprentice cook. That's why it is. So I'm going to go ahead and leave. Renard's our cook? Nope. Char is our cook. We hover over here. We see he's still a novice. He's got 8 of 20 XP for that. But what we do want is we want to get... Bethany right now has just farmer rags. So we want to equip these angler rags, which are worth a little bit extra armor for her. Alright, we can go ahead and exit out here. We're doing pretty good on food. We're doing good on medicine. Let's go ahead and depart. So our quest is over here, so we'll come down here and go up this road, or we could go up this road. No, let's come over here and come up this road. No, let's go up here. More stuff we haven't explored. Again, I'm trying to move the map. I always try to move the map when I'm in this mode, and of course you can't. So we explore more and more of this territory. We're going to have to get another person here soon, I think. So we start taking on some harder quests. So I think what we'll do is after this quest, we'll grab somebody. If it's the same people available, we'll go ahead and grab that axe guy. Have us a two-handed axer. Some flowers. Let's go up here and get this ore. There we go. We got a discovery point. Let's go ahead. We're going to stop it here. And we know we wanted to go tinker and learn saddlebags. And we don't have enough leather. We only got one piece of leather. So we need to get more leather so we can... actually, we got a guard outpost. Let's go into the guard outpost here. Alright, so here is a wood cutting block. So we're going to cut some wood. We have to have a wood cutter for it. But as you know, wood and ore are needed for a lot of stuff. So we are going to make Renart our woodcutter. Now this is a mini game. It looks to be the same mini game that the iron... Yep. So same thing for the iron guy, the miner. Oh, missed that one. So 5 XP, 7 wood. Alright. Is there any hemp floating around here? There's the hemp. So we got 3 guys here.
Nothing's beneath it. Bertram stole 2 cows and a calf from my brother-in-law. In one night, his family lost everything.
I will never help the refugees after what happened. They're all just like Bertram. Lawless scoundrels, the lot of them.
To think that we have to camp out here because of some pig-headed bandit. That Bertram will stop at nothing to tell us the uncles. But when it comes to facing the dark, that's a whole other matter. See that cave to the north? He's holed up in there. It's been 3 days and still he won't surrender. Bertram knows he's done. Yet he continues defending his lair with such doggedness that we have no choice but to starve him to death. That's why I need mercenaries. He doesn't know you. He might even let you in if he thinks he can convince you to help him. Once you gain his trust, you can finish him off nice. And make it worth your while.
Alright, so he wants us to go kill some bandits, it sounds like. Yep, and this is a actual quest. Story quest. That's what the word I was looking for. And we get a 25 influence and $100. We'll go ahead and accept that. It's bandits. So it's just a cave right up north. I don't know if we're tough enough for that yet, so I'll probably hold off until we actually get that extra person. So for now, we're just going to keep heading down this road. Don't know if those rocks will get in our way. We're going to come up here and grab this flower. Something shiny here. Shiny in the water, but that's going to be... Well, looks like... Boy, that looks like a lot of boars. Let's see if we can get past these boars without actually fighting them. Do we want to fight the boars? It is free food. Ooh, leather. We need the leather. Oh, you know what? Let's go fight the boars. This might prove to be a mistake. Oh, the boars are gone. Okay, never mind. Those guys took out the boars. There's some boars here. Don't necessarily want to invite trouble. These must be our desperate refugees. Oh, so they're just going to fight us. Bandits have attacking caravans along. Must send now the Oh no! So yeah, we're supposed to fight them. It's 2 dudes. They're level 1. This should be a cakewalk. So now you see there's a couple of things on this map here. There's mud, which slows you down. You see right there, movement requirements doubled. And this circle means lightning is going to strike there. And we're tired, so we were actually at our camping stopping point, so that's kind of bad. And if you tired, your strength and dexterity are reduced by 30%. That's what we used to do damage with. So we're going to go ahead and start. We got 3 people before this poacher goes. So what we're going to do is we're going to go first with Bethany and engage this poacher. Well, maybe. Let's see. What do we got here? Can reach both. Can reach them all. So, yes, we're going to go with Bethany to engage the poacher. Just almost just finished the job right there. And then we're going to go with Engri. To hit the hoodlum. And then we're going to go with Hacker. No, well, let's go with... Doesn't matter, either one of them. They're the same dude. Oh. Hacker's going to come up here. Backstab this guy. Takes him down. And then Renner, or Hacker. We'll go ahead and do the job there. And it looks like those animations show up anytime you do a crit, a killing blow crit. So some more light armor and some linen. We got a pony and Ricard leveled up. But also, I don't know if you saw this. Oh.
Have mercy on us. We didn't attack you to hurt you, believe me. We only wanted to scare you so that you would hand over your crowns. Please don't hurt me. It was wrong and we knew it. But Gothenburg requires so much gold to cross the border that we had no other choice. We have no other choice but to rob travelers.
So we can execute and get 5 cloth. We don't have a border pass. We can't give him a border pass to get a raider bow. But we can give him $200 and get a raider bow, which is probably a better bow than what we've got right now. I'm going to go ahead and do it because I know I'm being very nice for a couple of ex-pirates, but again, maybe that's why we're ex-pirates. So I'm just going to give him the money.
You offered us passage. I can't believe it. Thank you ever so much. Please, take this. We no longer need it.
Alright. So, Renard got Glorious. So, just a chance to generate a Valor point at the end of every turn. So that is awesome. Valor points are, as you can tell, are critical. We're going to go ahead and camp. I found the hard way, if you take too long to camp, you can kill your ponies from exhaustion. Alright, so we're going to level up our first pony. So we get willpower, critical hit, or movement. All these are combat stuff. We'll just go take that. Not really going to have the ponies in combat. However, Ricard leveled up. So Ricard... Alright, so Ricard can be a hunter. Gives recoil shot. 6 damage to all targets in the area. Pushes them back by 2 meters and applies slowdown for 1 round of the first target hit. So that's nice. Slowdown makes it harder. I'm assuming makes them... Oh, slowdown. Movement reduced in half. And it gives you the ability to wear light armor and light helmets. We have light armor. Beastmaster. All animal allies next to the target attack them with an attack of opportunity. So you spend a thing and you tell your guys to attack. Your animals to attack. Attack deals 75%. I'm not. Nah, probably not. Infantryman barrage. Target a specific area. Performs an attack of opportunity against the 3 first enemies crossing that area. See, that's... I think we're going to go with Hunter. So light armor. So all of them give me light armor. So we're going to go with Hunter. Now, I could give Ricard this light armor that we've got here, but I'm not gonna, because I want to save that for either Bethany or Ricard, or Renard or Hackert, because Ricard's not normally in the mix of things. So here we get critical hit, so critical chance and damage go up. Dexterity increases damage. Willpower, of course, increases critical hit. I usually go for the 2 but the dexterity is just kind of like some extra bonus flat damage. So we're just going to take the dexterity. Usually go with the 2 but I didn't this time. Alright, so we wanted to go to the Tinker table, and we want to make saddlebag's up here. We want to make a saddlebag. So we craft the saddlebag. We go to pony. We can change the pony's names. Let's change this pony's name. Strider. We'll make this pony Strider because that's what he does. We're going to give him that. Alright, now we're going to cook. We've got an extra mouth to feed, so that should increase what we need to cook. So we're going to make, whoops, cancel, 2 braised chickens. So now we need 22 food. Not raw chickens. So we're going to go back and we're going to make another chicken. And a chunk of bread. Troop happiness is 11. Oh, and we got a path point or a PP. Encyclopedist. So 1 more PP and we'll unlock something over here. Oh! Ricard wants to talk again. If only my parents could see me now. They'd be so proud of the fighter I've become. We could write our parents. He would get XP. Celebrate gives 3 happiness and a relationship. Show off, get an aptitude point. So the aptitude point is a stat stuff. We're going to show off because that's like a half a level up. So we can do willpower movement. We're going to take the critical hit this time. Where are we going? Oh, we're heading back to town. Where are we? We're way over here. All right, so we're going to head back to town. So our next rest, we are going to have to pay 71 bucks. I think we just finished a quest. Well, maybe getting that run skill would come in handy. It may move it faster. All right, back to Strom Camp. All right, so we are going to go into the inn. We're going to talk to this person.
For work. Our role as emissaries. Here is your reward.
Get our $200. All right, there's another easy one. We're going to take that one. Another easy one. Let's go ahead and take that one. Tomb of the Ancients. We're going to grab the 2 averages, because we have 4 things now. Alright. So we got an axe and shield guy. A crossbowman. And a sword and shield gal. You know, let's take the sword and shield person here. Gives us another tank. Gives us a little more variety. We got an axe person. We got a sword person. I was kind of hoping for a club hammer person, because we got this club hammer. Oh, Ricard is level 3 now, so we can check out that bow as well. So we want to talk.
As long as I eat my fill, I'll make a great companion.
So it's going to take 60 of these and $120. So we're going to go ahead and recruit. And Ricard. So his bow gives him dexterity +2 and shoot, +5 and vicious skill. So we're going to go ahead and definitely take that. So vicious shot deals 7 to 12 damage, and the target knocks him back 2 meters. So we push people back, and this one pushes them back and slows them down. So not bad combination there. Let's look at Freneth, our novice swordsman. Movement +1, dexterity +5. That's good. Yeah. So Freneth is a tinkerer naturally. We don't need 2 tinkerers, so we're going to get rid of tinkering eventually. We could do the scholar. We could do the huntsman. We've got a miner. We could do blacksmith. So blacksmith +1 strength. Huntsman's strength and dexterity. Scholar +2 willpower. Her willpower is already a 15. Nice. And if you have 15 willpower, you ignore the first time you die. So we'll figure out what we're going to do with her eventually as far as that goes. So let's go ahead and exit out. We need to grab some food. Still don't really have enough to talk to this guy, or to buy anything from this guy. So we're going to buy up this guy's...
Those refugees. I understand there's a war in Etherin, but that doesn't mean they can just help themselves.
And all this salt. Because we need more chicken. Mutton. We don't have this. We don't have a way to make medium rare mutton yet. So we do have a recipe for mutton stew, which requires mutton, grapes, and salt. But we need to be an apprentice cook before we can do that. And we do have 2 grapes. All right. So let's pause, take a look at where our quests are. So this is an easy quest. It's up there. Looks like we got just a little bit of time. Oh, and there is a point of interest we unlocked above this lake here. But let's go check out this gang up here. Oh, this is that mine that had dudes in it. That's an easy request. This is an easy request. So these must have all been, that's still average. So these must have been knocked down. One of these must have been knocked down to easy because we did pick up that extra guy. So let's go to the one up here. Oh, depart. So we got more dudes, so feeling a little more brave. So maybe we see some boars, we'll take on some boars. Alright, so looking at this terrain, we need to be up here. So we're going to have to kind of go around because this is just sheer cliff. But it also unlocks extra map, which is always good. Oh, we got some wood over here. This is an inspect point that we missed earlier. Let's go ahead and inspect it. We got some grease. And there's our bandits. Oh, come on. We got down it, but we can't go up it? That's stupid. And then there's an inspect camp-like thing up there we'll go check out. They're running from us. They're like, no! Yeah, there's just two guys who are level 1. This will be a fast fight. Now this guy's got a leader skill. So as long as he's alive, strength, dexterity, and constitution is increased by 30%, and he cannot be captured. Leader's aggression, critical hit, increased by 30%. So that's what he gives to his people. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and see if we can get to this guy. So Endry can reach him, so we're going to go with Endry first. So this guy's got 17 armor. He's, compared to what we fought before, he's got a pretty goodly amount of armor. I'm going to go ahead and use this taunt to weaken him. So what's this guy here? Oh, that's Renard. Oh, guy's a hoodlum. Okay. So Bethany can't get to anybody, so she's just going to run up this way. Oh, that was stupid. Pushed him away from friends. As I realized, I did an insane amount of damage. Oh, he disengaged. Oh, he had a swirly attack. Poisoned everybody. You bugger. Bear trap. Gotta watch out for the bear trap. So we'll go ahead and go with him. He's gonna move over here. Gives us galvanization. Oh, and his turn. Can't quite reach him, so we'll just get closer. And again, can't quite reach, so we'll just get closer. Alright, so we got a ton of people going first, but remember, these guys are poisoned, and they're in poisonous clouds, so if they move, they're going to get hurt. So we don't want to do them yet. So we're going to move down here. Strike that guy. Now, because we finished the fight before those poison people went, I have to deal with poison. So we're going to repair everything. And we got a hat. Light armor, assassin skill, and some money. Again, right now, the only person that can use light armor is our archer, and that hat increases damage by 25% against poisoned units. So that's actually willpower, critical hit, and armor 6. Yeah, we're gonna hold off, and we're gonna give that to somebody other than the archer person. All right, got a couple things to grab here. Unless something weird happens. So, wolves. 3 wolves. We're going to fight these 3 wolves. Animals give you meat. We've surprised the wolves. We can be all on one side if we want. But this is kind of... This is okay. So this wolf is going to go first. We have 2 people that are going to go before it. So let's get angry to engage this wolf. Wolf, wolf, regular wolfies. We're going to go ahead and taunt just in case. Oh, gotta target it. Stupid. And then we're going to have Hacker. Oh, end the turn. We're going to have Hacker run up here. Hacker's next to an ally, but not engaged. Can't get to that point, so Hacker's just going to run up to here. Alright, wolf is dead. We got the galvanization. Now we could grab this axe. So you have the range to be able to affect. So if he was close enough, it would show he could grab the axe. And the axe is in range of throwing it at this wolf. And that's a free attack. Alright, so Hackard's done. So this is the next wolf going. Bethany can reach it. And then so can Renard. Alright, but... Yeah, so Bethany's going to go. Just destroy that thing. We're not going to run because we want... Because I think we got 4 people going. We can probably kill this wolf. Between these guys. These 3 went. Oh, I got to end Bethany's turn. So we got 3 guys. Yeah, these wolves are... The wolves are toast. Alright, so for killing animals, we got 2 leather, 10 fangs, 3 wolf meat, which we already had, we can do, and then 3 carcasses. Carcasses weigh a lot, but they're also food, so we're going to take those. And we had a couple people level up, which is good because we got armor we want to give them. So Renard and Hacker, both of our rangers. So Renard... So Cutthroat gives light armor, gives Frenzy, perform 2 additional attacks. That costs 2 of our things, though, so I'm not sure we want to do that. Oh, so Frenzy. So Frenzy costs 2 to deal the extra damage, but if you ambush... I wonder if that ambush does for you only triggers when you have the frenzy, or if I think it triggers with the frenzy, which gives 2 of frenzy attacks. Let's see, strategist, smokescreen makes someone disengage. That is really helpful, and gives attacks of opportunity. If you have someone that's almost dead and you need a way to kill them, smokescreen can work. Poisoner gives poison vial, applies 4 poison to all enemies in the area, so ranged poison, not bad as well. All these give light armor. We're going to go with the strategist. And then 2 willpower, con or dex. Let's go with the 2 willpower because it's a 2 pipper. And when you get 15, And it increases your crit stuff too, so the willpower is always a good one to get, especially if you get a twofer. And then Renard. Let's give him the Cutthroat. I don't know if it's going to be any good, but we're going to give him the Cutthroat. And let's go with the critical hit. He gets 2 extra attacks. More chance to crit with them is the better. But now we have light armor that we can give him. So we're going to equip that, and that's something that can be thrown away. And then we're going to give him this. So he's got 19 armor. He's got more armor than our tanks do. And looking at the clock, this is a good place to call it. Thank you guys for watching. I do appreciate it. As always, like, subscribe, and comment. I've been Sir Joseph. You guys are amazing. Until next time, stay safe out there, and I'll talk to you later.